Hi, I'm Jack from legalexpert.co.uk. We are personal injury claims specialists. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we offer a no-win, no-fee service. In this video, I'm going to be looking at no-win, no-fee finger injury compensation claims. I'll be taking a look at whether or not you can claim, how to claim, and how much you may be entitled to by looking at personal injury compensation amounts. If you've been involved in an accident which has resulted in an injury to your finger, so that's personal injury compensation. How much you may be entitled to, and how to claim. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button, as this will help us see what type of content people find helpful. Whether you'd like to know about finger tendon injury compensation, or how much you may be entitled to if you've been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault. It's important that you bear in mind that you may only be entitled to compensation if the accident was down to the negligence of someone else. Although some may not even consider bringing a claim for compensation for a finger or thumb related injury, it's important that you bear in mind the extent and impact that these types of injuries can have on a person's life. I'm going to take a look at a case study where a typist in the Ministry of Defence developed a thumb injury because of work. In total, she received £484,000 in compensation. Now, a story like this is worth bearing in mind when you're considering whether or not you wish to bring a claim, as you may only have 3 years to do so. So how do you begin the process of claiming compensation for a finger injury? Well, in order to bring a claim for an accident resulting in a finger injury, we recommend that you reach out to a personal injury claims specialist that has experience in dealing with finger injury claims. The good news for you is that we at legalexpert.co.uk are happy to offer you a completely free, no obligation consultation. We will talk through your accident with you in order to help you establish what your options are. You can speak to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 0800 652 7676, or visit our around-the-clock live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. If you're wondering how much compensation do you get for a finger injury, or even how much compensation you get for losing the tip of your finger, I'll shortly be going over our finger injury compensation amounts and thumb injury compensation amounts table. But you should bear in mind that these figures represent only a fraction of how much you may receive, as these are the amounts solely awarded for the injury itself and do not include any additional sums for things like loss of income from time off work or any other expenses you've incurred because of the accident. Now, if you reach out to us, we'll be happy to use our personal injury compensation calculator in order to give you a good idea of just how much may be claimed in total. Now, following this consultation, we will talk through your finger compensation injury claim with you. If we believe that we're able to assist you, we may offer to represent you on a no-win, no-fee basis. This means that there won't be any upfront fees, and most importantly, if your case was to lose, then there's not a penny to pay. Now, for those wondering, how much is a finger worth in compensation? As promised, let's take a look at personal injury compensation amounts for a finger injury in our compensation claim amounts table. In front of us we have the table for finger injury compensation claim amounts, and for amputation of index and middle finger and or ring fingers, you could expect to receive anything between £49,350 right the way up to £72,330. For serious hand injuries, you could expect to receive anything between £23,110 right the way up to £49,350. For severe fractures to fingers, you could expect to receive anything up to £29,290, and for total loss of index finger, you could expect to receive something in the region of £14,930. For partial loss of index finger, you could expect to receive something between £9,700 right the way up to £14,930. For fracture of index finger, you could expect to receive anything between £7,270 right the way up to £9,760. For total loss of middle finger, you could expect to receive something in the region of £12,460. For serious injury to ring or middle finger, you could expect to receive something in the region of £11,890 right the way up to
£13,020. For loss of terminal phalanx of ring or middle fingers, you could expect to receive anything between £3,150 right the way up to £6,260. For amputation of little finger, you could expect to receive anything between £6,890 right the way up to £9,760. For loss of part of the little finger, you could expect to receive anything between £3,150 right the way up to £4,670. For amputation of ring and little fingers, you could expect to receive something in the region of £17,380. For amputation of the terminal phalanges of the index and middle fingers, you could expect to receive something in the region of £19,920. For middle finger injuries, you could expect to receive something up to £3,790. For loss of thumb, you could expect to receive anything between £28,310 right the way up to £43,790. For very serious injury to thumb, you could expect to receive anything between £15,620 right the way up to £27,910. For serious injury to the thumb, you could expect to receive anything between £10,040 right the way up to £13,360. For moderate injuries to the thumb, you could expect to receive anything between £770 right the way up to £10,040. For severe dislocation of the thumb, you could expect to receive anything between £3,150 right the way up to £5,410. For minor injuries to the thumb, you could expect to receive anything up to £3,150. For trivial thumb injuries, you could expect to receive anything up to £1,760. Now, if any of these injury categories apply to you, we suggest you have a little read over the table, pause this video if you like, and have a look at the information that's on there.
I'd like to emphasise that these figures are the amounts that you may receive solely as an award for the injury itself, and does not include the amount of any loss of income from time off work or any expenses you've incurred or may incur as part of your compensation sum, which means that the amount of your claim is likely to be larger. Once again, if you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, as this will help us see what type of content people find helpful. Thanks.
Of course, the circumstances of each incident are never the same, and whether or not you believe you have a valid claim, it's always advisable that you speak to an expert on the matter. So if you'd like further assistance, we are personal injury claim specialists. We offer free, friendly advice on no-win, no-fee compensation claims, so there's not a penny to pay if you lose. Get the maximum compensation that you deserve. We're rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, and we have specialist solicitors with up to 30 years experience. It'll only take just a couple of minutes for our team, who'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim. Call now on 0800 652 7676 or visit our live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe, as we'll be uploading helpful videos just like this one on a regular basis. You can also check out one of our recommended videos or head over to legalexpert.co.uk, where you can read community questions on our forum, get free advice from our live chat, read articles and seek assistance for compensation on a no-win, no-fee basis with your personal injury claim.